Welcome, guys, to Superhero Sundays. I'm your host, Eli, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. Today is something really, really special. I am so excited because last night I had the pleasure and privilege of interviewing Bruce from Napier's Inc. This man is incredible. His attention to detail is superb, as as the best I can say. And it becomes art, I love it. And we had this whole entire discussion of the details of the BvS suit and other suits in general, and we talked about movies and just costumes and TV shows. It was a lot of fun, and I think you guys are really, really, really going to enjoy this. So yeah, thanks for joining us this morning, and without any further ado, here is Bruce from Napier's Inc. Okay, all right. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us today. I have a really special guest, Bruce here from Napier's Inc. And oh my gosh, I am overjoyed. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming on the show
Thank you for
today.
having me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
How are you doing today? Did you have a good day?
I'm good. I was just doing some molds right now, and we have something new coming. So very excited about that.
Oh, don't tease me, man. Don't tease me. I see like all your posts on like Instagram, and oh my god, like it's just like I want one like so bad. Like it's like in arm's
I
reach.
actually just placed a story about it like 2 days ago. It's a muscle suit. It's a
Yeah.
new muscle suit we're working on.
Wow. It's like, so is it like a new design that you guys are doing, or is it like?
Well, we actually make a few other costumes besides the bat, and we wanted to make like a more generic look to the abs and to
Hmm.
the shoulders and to the chest and stuff like that. So we wanted a more generic uh, thing for like Nightwing, Robin, the comic suits and stuff like that. So we started working on something for that.
And now you say we. Is it just like you and who else is helping you make these costumes?
We are like a really small team of people that we've been working together for about 7 years.
Oh wow.
So, Arkel Ska, that's on Instagram also. He's the main screen printer here at Napier's. We have the designer right now here. He's working. He's Emmanuel. He's really 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 good. And a couple of other people that work with us.
Wow, you got a little Bat family team going on.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Make it. We started out making it like only two guys, and then we got to the point where we were like, okay, if we want to make new stuff, we got to get a little bit of help. So we were lucky enough to find the best. We've been working together for again like for 7 years, and it's been a ride, but it's a really cool ride.
Oh man, it's so freaking cool because your guys' suits are like super screen accurate, and I have like the book, like the movie book, Batman versus Superman, um, and like I've looked at it in the utility belt. That's the thing. The pouches are a certain like thing, and like your guys is. I can't tell the difference. Like I literally can't tell the difference.
Well, well, well. This is something that we talk amongst all makers. We're actually friends. Most of us, most of us are actually friends, and we talk a lot. Maybe with some we talk like once a month, twice a month, and with others we really get into it. really get into it, like the textures and the dimensions and stuff like that. We're geeks
No,
at the end of the
oh
day.
no, man, I love it. I love it. Oh man,
And
that
we get to those type of details like every freaking time. I was just talking like 2 minutes ago with Roberto from Roberto's workshop, and we were looking at the muscle suits. So he was showing me some pictures of the muscle suits from Jupiter's Legacy. Oh my
oh yeah.
god, so good.
If at least the suits are good. I couldn't make
I
it
know.
past like the first episode of that.
I actually enjoyed it a lot. I mean, it's a different
Really?
type of, yeah, it's a different type of feeling, but
Huh.
it you it's like those series that you take a little bit to get into it, but once you get into it, it's like okay. But
Yeah.
but from the start, I was like, oh, the suits. I don't care, whatever. The suits are so good. I don't care what they're saying. I just want to look at the suits.
That's how I feel about BVS.
Exactly. Let me show you something. Let me show you something real quick.
Oh man, yeah.
This.
Now, like, is that printed on there, or is it like, do you do it by hand? Like, how is that
This
accomplished?
this is this is. I'm just gonna show it here because I've never shown it, but this is one of the actual fabrics
Wait, that's
from
like
the
a
movie.
no way! Like it's screen. Oh wow,
Yeah, this is so freaking cool.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Holy,
that's well. We actually got like the best. Uh, we doing the BBS suit was it's been so difficult because it looks so simple on screen, but it's
mm-hmm.
actually one of the most difficult suits I've ever like seen or tried to replicate. It's for me, using the word accurate, it's not that good because we will never get the accuracy we want, to be honest. We can get close and it's pretty good and it's our representation of it,
Yeah.
but the detail on that thing is just so good.
Like, are you talking about the artist detail? Because like, I know that you can like, I know people that do replicas and things like that, and they'll like go into like the mistakes that the artist makes. Well, not really mistakes, but I don't know how to exactly phrase it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like there's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
a certain detail, like that artist just did that, as a whim, as a thing. It doesn't like really go. It's a detail. And like to make a replica of it, you have to include that detail.
That small detail. Actually,
Yeah.
the suit has a lot of small details that most people don't see. Actually, I didn't see them until I got some help from Hernandez, from Keith Hernandez from Hernandez FX. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, our latest version of it, we collaborated with. We had the fantastic luck to collaborate with Hernandez on the muscle suit, and he's so into detail and so into the small things that you don't see here and there. He saw them, and
Yeah.
I
I,
know the suit from I've done them a million times, and I've never seen stuff so small that he told me like, "Hey, do you see this?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I've never seen that before," and I included it and stuff like that, and we went crazy with it.
wow. Wow. That's like, how did like, what did he go over like with a magnifying glass? Like,
I don't know. I don't know, but he saw things that I've never seen before. I mean, you have some small lines
like
that
what do you see?
that actually and and go forward with the emblem.
Oh.
But the lines are on the suit, not the emblem. So they just follow the emblem and they go there, and it's just spectacular. And it's a small detail that almost nobody sees. I'm pretty sure by now most makers know that that exists, but when he told me, it was a while ago, I've never seen it before.
Now, wow. Yeah. Like it's just that's like the art of it is finding those details, that Michelangelo type of eye of like,
Oh yeah, of course.
just the smallest things just make the piece.
Yeah.
And I love that you guys do that. I love it even more that you guys like just like get together and just geek out over it.
Of course, of course. That's the best part of it. That's the best part of it. That we just go into the super freaky details here and there and stuff like that. And is it 4 millimeters? No, I think it's 3.8 and stuff like that. Insane, but it's so
Oh,
good.
oh man, that's so cool. I wanted to like get in. I thought about like because I've seen like YouTube videos of like people like going to like Joanne Fabrics and they just pick up like some upholstery foam and they start like gluing it all and they actually do it. And I was like, could I actually do this? So like, how did you like start? Did you just like say, hey, let's just do it?
Well, I actually started with a Batman suit that I got like way back when Batman Begins came out.
Wow.
And and I don't want to talk bad, but it was a piece of crap. So
We know that. That's not a secret. We all
I don't
know
want to say
that.
bad things about anyone, but that was a piece of crap. So
Oh.
so the thing is, it just broke everywhere, and the latex went all gooey, and so I was just like, okay, how do I fix this? Because it's just crap. So I started getting into the University of YouTube and just going here and there and here and there and here and there. And back in the day, this was way back. Back in the day, there was a forum called the League of Heroes.
That I
This was
haven't heard of.
way before anything was like it, way before Facebook, way before Instagram and stuff like that. This was way before, and that's where we the old school guys, we all started out. And I honestly
Really?
never did anything or showed anything. I was just a guy that looked at all the things people posted and stuff like that, and learned from there. And went to YouTube and just started out and piecing some clay here and there, and just experimenting. And honestly, just doing crappy stuff for about, I don't know, like 10 years.
I'm still doing crappy stuff. Let me
I'm
tell you.
still I still do crap, but it's a little bit better. But it was a learning experience, and it's fun, and it's not exact science. It will never be exact science. So you just start out and just go for it and just do it and do it and do it again and do it again and do it again, and eventually you get a little bit better.
Are you
I,
still
I,
getting a
I
little bit better?
just got a little bit better. Not quite, but a little bit better.
From
Honestly, when was it? Like yesterday, when I saw the Shazam suit.
Oh yeah,
I, w-
I want to get your thoughts on that.
I I like it. I like it. I liked it a lot. I don't know. I don't know if it's just my thoughts. I know a lot of people were like, oh, maybe the suit is too busy here and there. The gauntlets look like Iron Man and stuff like that, and blah 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 blah. And it's cool. And it's cool. The thing I admire the most is when you take something and just make it look better. The first suit was really good, and it's a complicated suit. I tried it out a few times,
Really?
and honestly, it's a super complicated suit.
Wow.
As much as it looks simple,
Right. It
it's
looks
not.
extremely simple. I didn't
But
think it would be that complicated.
it's complicated because the detail on the again, the small details,
Hmm.
the texture on some parts is like, I don't know, like 4 millimeters, and then on other parts 3 millimeters, and then you go from 3 to 4 to 2, and blah, blah, and it's and whoa, and the amount of work that goes into just making one is a lot of work.
So do you
But
want?
once I saw this one, I was like, ah, I just admired the people that go into the design and just make it look way better. I love the muscle suit. That's the thing. I was like, damn it, it's so good.
Out of like all the muscle suits, like Tick from Jupiter, like from Batman, do you have like a favorite one?
It will always be the DOJ suit, the Batman
Oh,
versus Superman. That will be my all time favorite every day. He just looks like a tank, and we wanted that. Honestly, all the Bat fans, we wanted a Batman that looked like a freaking tank.
he looked like a tank. He got fabric and not just a rubber suit. Oh my goodness! When I saw it was gray, like it was like, oh my god! It was like it felt like they were bringing the comic book to life. Like,
Exactly.
and that's what we crave so much, you know. And I love Michael Keaton, and I love Tim Burton's work. And Tim Burton was the guy. He's like the suit got to be black,
Oh
and
yeah.
you think they could have pulled off a gray suit back in the 80s?
I, I don't think so. I don't think it would have looked like gray rubber for
It would
me.
have been gray rubber, you think?
Gray rubber, or Adam West style stuff.
I know they like took the two things. They took the now are your suits foam or are they rubber?
No, the muscle suit is expanding foam, and
I-
and uh, and it's fabric on top, screen printed, and what what they use for the movies, but on a budget, of course.
That's pretty impressive on a budget.
On a budget, of course.
so so like Napier's Inc. You just make Batman versus Superman the entire suit from cowl to boots.
We don't make the cow. For
You don't.
cows, we use mostly Hernandez. It's our preference, but you can use any cow you want. There are a lot of makers, and they're really good. Um, but we make the boots, we make the belt, we make the gauntlets, and we make the cape.
Mm. And now you're like starting out to like branch out into like Nightwing, you said, and like doing other types of
Yeah,
cosplays.
we've made some before. We made the Shazam suit. We made a Pedro suit. We made a couple of Nightwings, Robin. What else? Wolverine,
Oh wow.
Green Lantern. Um, some things work and some things don't work as much. So we make a lot of comic just style suits that people can put their own emblems or work with whatever they want in case of accessories, because most people also want their custom suit.
Right,
That's very important for most people.
something they can like customize and like
Yeah,
you know feel like they're like in a cave, held prisoner, and all they have is scraps.
exactly. Exactly. And they make their own Frankenstein, but
That's
they
right.
they they always work. They always work. I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of people do great stuff with just a plain suit. We do like uh just a regular texture on it, no emblem, no nothing, and they do a great suit at the end.
Wow. Yeah, wow, that's really that. Not, I might do that. I do want to like try to like build my own muscle suit one of these days. I have a 3D printer. I don't know how that would help, but
Well,
uh,
well, well,
it,
there are muscle suits out there that you can print, and just go for it. It's not, of course, it's a lot of work, but let's not say that, oh my god, it's gonna be impossible because it's just like building a rocket ship. And no, it's not. It's not. It's not. You go for it. You give it your own style. You have to do a lot of sanding, and then a lot of sanding, and then a lot of sanding, and then you get a cup of tea, and you cry a little bit, and then you sand again. And that's the way it works.
If I'm gonna do that much sanding, I'd rather be on a beach.
Yeah, I know, but sanding is the devil, but it works.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. How do you make the utility belts? Are those like urethane or are they 3D
They're
printed?
just urethane. I have not gotten into the like the whole the box opens and stuff like that. It's just urethane, and we put it together, and it looks super cool, and that's it.
Now you probably know this. How many utility belts do they have for making the movie?
I have no idea, but I've always thought like for making a movie, you need at least like 10 of everything, at least. And I'm going like really really low, because you
Yeah,
have the stuntman, and you have this, and you have that.
right,
I, I
right.
I don't have the correct number, but I think at least you need 10.
I,
That's my thought.
does that make it hard to have like make replicas? I mean, that must be like extremely frustrating from like you look at one shot of the movie and then like it goes to another shot and you think you're looking at the same thing, but then they like change like the costume.
Oh yeah, that it totally sucks. I don't know if you've seen the pictures and stuff like that from BvS that were leaked from Ironhead Studios, and you see where they're placing the muscle suit, and you pause it, and you look at it, and then it's a muscle suit, and then you look at the sculpture, and it's different, and go crazy, and I'm like, what? Oh my god! I'm like, no, do that.
So did you that makes me think of a question. Did you like flip out when you saw Suicide Squad and Batman like turns his head? Like
Oh yeah.
did you like wait a second. Wait, what?
I think it was me and the whole world that went like, wait, what? Wait, what?
Cuz you like
Wait,
work with these materials and you know
wait,
what this stuff's made out of it. Then they just like totally like go like that and you're like, "Wait,
no,
what?"
no, they grab your heart and your talent, and they do this. Just wash it. You guys, you know nothing, man. Okay. Like, oh man, how do they do that? It's so difficult. No, no,
Mm.
no, 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 no. But it's so good that you have to admire it, honestly.
Have you made like the Dark Knight suit and the Batman Begins suit and all that?
Honestly, I never did. I never went into that because there were so many good replicas of it,
Hmm.
and there still are, like
Right.
super, super, super accurate. So getting into that, it's like getting into Star Wars stuff for me.
Wait,
For me,
what?
you have the perfect replica made from the helmet of whatever, and you can get it like super expensive, but you can get it, and it's like, no, no, what do you get into that? It's just perfect. It's just perfect.
So you like the mystery of solving like what they used to make
Yeah,
it.
honestly,
Okay.
honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. I love every day just waking up and just seeing something new, and seeing someone try something new. And then like yesterday we got that Shazam picture, and I was like, oh, oh damn. I don't know. I don't know if I cannot say I hated the suit or I loved it or whatever, but I was just like, oh, they did it again. It's so good.
I want to see it with the cape.
Yeah,
That's gonna be like if I hate this or I like this. That's gonna be the verdict. Is seeing
yeah.
it with that cape.
Seeing the complete thing is where we're going. Yeah,
Yeah,
where we're gonna judge it.
right. And I think they're trying to make it look like the Black Adam suit.
Yeah,
And I think that's why they changed it so drastically because I really liked the first suit. I even made like a cheap cosplay out of some like EVA foam and some lights off of Amazon, and I lit it up, and I was like, "God, this is awesome!"
yeah, cool.
you know. Um, but I'm slowly learning more so I can get more advanced like you. It's really like inspirational that you started with like rubies and you just pounded the pavement until you like got something you really liked, and that's freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, the thing is, here's my thoughts on that, and it's okay. I want something that I'm gonna be proud to wear. That's the main thing. I mean, you can get a cheap mask and a cheap costume, and you can modify it here and there, and it's gonna be cool. But when you get to a certain age, you want something really cool. And
Yeah.
maybe you can say, oh my God, it's maybe it's expensive or here and there or whatever. But um, sometimes you gotta just jump and do it and
Uh,
do it, and it's gonna take some time, and it's gonna take like everything. You learn, and you get a little bit better.
you're like Superman, sometimes you gotta take a leap of faith.
Exactly. Exactly.
Have you made the Superman suit?
I've tried it a couple of times, and I recently got a piece from a good friend on Instagram. I got a little bit of a piece of fabric,
Hmm.
so that gave me the complete idea and opened my mind on how it was made.
The Wait,
But I've tried I've
a
tried it a
piece
couple
of
of times, and it's hard, and
uh,
it's super hard.
like I've seen like people do cosplays and it's usually like screen printed and then like the urethane is just like they just put it over and it just doesn't look right to me. Is it like it must be like super hard to do that cosplay. Just
That,
making
that
it in general.
yeah, that cosplay, that the beauty of it, it's that they use like a type of mesh. So the actual muscle suit, it's chromed. The muscle
Wow.
suit is chromed. They use like a type of mesh, so it's transparent, so you can see that Superman is made out of steel. Gives that illusion when the light hits the actual costume,
Yeah,
and that is super hard.
like I was like racking my brain like how do they make it flexible and like freaking like chrome like what like did they like have mylar and like there's like you can't paint that like
I wish I knew what paint they used, but I still don't know what they use for it. And but it's beautiful. Honestly, it's beautiful. You see pictures of the muscle suit, and it's like, oh my God, it's so good. It's beautiful.
I mean we like that one was for like the red and blue but I don't think it was for like the black and white suit. But the whole entire black and white suit was like CGI. So like,
Yeah, yeah,
I does it
yeah,
like defeat the purpose of using the chrome?
yeah. Exactly. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know, but like I said, I'm just a geek, and and when I see things in like in the big screen, I'm just geeking out. Uh, Later on, I get into the details, and I like this and I like that, and maybe this not so much, and stuff like that. But when I just see it, I'm like, okay, this is good. This is good. Like I said. Like I just said with Jupiter's Legacy, honestly, if you ask me, I don't even know what it's about, but I just saw the suits all the time.
I love that you just like saw the suits and you're like, oh, I like this. Because for me, I have to like the, the overall thing of it enough to like get into like making an actual cosplay from it, because I thought about like doing Iron Man and whatnot and building an Iron Man suit, and I don't know, I'm not really a fan of the Mark 48, I think it is the latest one in Endgame.
Yeah,
And my favorite one for some reason is the first Avengers. I think it's Mark 7.
yeah,
Um
really good.
that's like my favorite one. And
For
so
me, for me, it's a Mark 2 and 3. For me, the first ones.
yeah, Mark 2 and 3. Man, yeah, that one's great. I like 4. Mark 4, where he had like the triangle, because it had
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
this slim look to it, and and like it was cool. I don't know, the triangle, that was cool. I think they kind of stuck with the triangle. It kind of like, I don't know, kind of looked like a weird hexagon or something.
Yeah, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But
Uh
overall, they did really good with that. With the cat, they just went with small details they changed and stuff like that. It was really good.
I loved Cap suit in Endgame. I absolutely like, if I
It's the best one.
that one. And I don't know, maybe because I was 14 and I was at that age when Avengers came out and I thought it was the greatest movie ever. I love every aspect of the first Avengers movie. And I don't know, Cap suit is that. I always wanted Cap suit and his shield. But getting back to Batman and all that. Like making these muscle suits, uh, how long does it take to start to finish for you guys?
Well, it's a process. We start by casting up the muscles,
Mhm.
and then we screen print all the fabrics. We sew it to the actual to the people to the person that wants the suit,
To the
and
measurements
then
of the
we
person?
to the measurements of the person, and then
Wow.
we get a mannequin, and we make the mannequin to the measurements also.
You
Because the
make a
thing is, the thing is, we don't make a mannequin for each one, but what we do is we just need to pump the legs a little bit, or the waist, or maybe the biceps or the chest or whatever. We just pump it up a little bit and get it to the actual measurements of the person
wow.
for each one. And then we glue on all the muscles. We get a bodysuit, just a plain bodysuit. We glue all the muscles. We get them in place, and then we actually glue on the actual suit. And we I don't know if people do it different, but we do leave it to dry for a couple of days because the glue shrinks. It makes it shrink just a little bit. So we leave it there. So once it's dry, it just stays in that position.
What
Because maybe
type
when
of
you try it on and it shrinks just a little bit, it can be a little bit tight on you.
Because of the glue?
Yeah, the
Oh,
glue shrinks just a little bit, not much, but just a little bit.
that's interesting. I didn't think of that. What type of glue do you use? I mean, I know like that suit over there, I know that's all rubber cement. That's all contact cement.
Contact cement is the best thing.
The best thing. And
Yeah,
that shrinks a little?
just a little bit, not much.
Wow, I mean, I've worked with the stuff because I just buy a jug of it at Home Depot. I never realized that it shrinks a little bit. Wow. Wow, I
Yeah,
didn't know it. That's cool.
once you glue on the once you glue on the actual suit to it, it can shrink just a little bit. You got to let it dry so it stays in shape.
And now, what about the cape? Like, is it like is that fabric or is that like all like urethane or is it what is it
Well,
actually?
well, I've heard some stories for what they used on the actual fabric, on the actual cape for the movie, and some people say it's urethane, some people say it's fabric, some people say this, some people say that. I've never known exactly what they use, but at the end of the day, we cosplay. We
Right.
cosplay and we use it for a long time, and we don't have the people there working with us and giving us water and paying us millions of dollars to to stay in the suit and stuff like that.
Right.
So what we did is we screen printed fabric. So the cape is light, and it's not that heavy on you, and you can move around in it, and things like that.
Oh, what screen? Now you mentioned screen printing. Like, how does that work? You have those guys giant printer that just prints things onto fabric, or is it like how? What is that?
Okay, screen printing is like making a T-shirt. It's actually the same principle of making a T-shirt. It's like printing this.
Oh wow.
Getting yeah, it's actually the same thing. But the cool thing about screen printing is they have a lot of techniques in screen printing, and a lot of inks, and a lot of things you can use.
Right.
Um,
Like this is like flat. Like the stuff on like the suit is like raised and whatnot.
yeah, well, that's what they call 3D printing, 3D screen printing. So that
Ah.
you use different techniques on the screens and inks, and you do a lot of passes to get it to hold, and to make like something that's raised.
That's wow. Like the possibilities with that is like it's almost endless. Like the things you could do with it. In costume wise, like what's the wildest experiment like you've ever done with it?
Well, we've done a couple of crazy things here and there. I don't know. We've tried so many things over the years. So most of them, I'm gonna be honest here, most of them don't work. Most of them don't work. But here's the thing that we have to do. At the end of the day, it has to stretch also. So the ink by itself does not stretch. So you have to get everything to work here and there, and sometimes the ink does not bond to the fabric really good,
Ooh,
and then you get the flaking, and you go on to all
no.
that stuff. But we've done like tons of things. Making the capes, it's just, I think it's the most outrageous thing we've done to date, because it's a big freaking screen. It's like 2 meters long for 1 meter, 1.5 meter wide, and it's a big thing. And just getting that thing developed and moving it around it's a pain in the butt. It's
Yeah,
a
but it's
pain in the butt.
but like you said before, it's all worth it. It's all
Oh,
worth
at the
it.
end at the end of the day, it's all worth it, because you see it, and you're like, oh, I, this is good. Okay, perfect. I love it, and it works. And we think a lot of things. They have to be accurate, and well, I don't like using the word accurate a lot, but they have to look like,
Strive for accuracy is what you
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly. That's the phrase. But we also have to think about the all the people wearing it, because, like I said, we don't have the assistants here just
Right.
giving us a breeze of water and give me some stuff like that. We don't have that.
Right. Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
have that.
exactly. Because like like to take that into accounting, you know, because you're trying to make things like accurate, but you can't, you really can't, because it was made for Ben Affleck, you know,
Exactly. Yeah.
and like with all, in a way, does it limit you or does it like make it easier? Do you think?
Well, in some parts it makes it easier. In other parts, it just makes it harder.
Does it?
Because sorry,
Are you
go.
like unsatisfied? Uh, because it's not so at the accuracy that you want.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, right now I'm like on my version 5 of that suit.
Oh wow.
Well, if I tell the truth, it's like my version 1 million.5 because I've done it all, and I'm still not satisfied. But again, that's the good and cool thing about it, because I'm never happy, and I always learn new stuff, and I get peaks here and there, and hey man, did you see this? And oh, okay, I'm gonna change it, and I have
Right.
and I have and I have and I have how to change it. And but right now, to be honest, I'm super happy with the version we have right now, and
Well, that's good.
I'm super happy with it. The muscle suit is just outstanding. Hernandez did an amazing job on it.
Oh my god,
So
it is beautiful. Like I saw like you did a photo shoot of like the muscle suit, and I was like, I can't believe somebody other than Ironhead Studios made this thing. It is just like gorgeous. Like I can't believe that you're still striving for more perfection out
well,
of it. That's it.
and we talk about it, and we're still like, we can get this better. Every freaking day we started making an experiment, because I was talking to a couple of guys,
Mhm.
and we started seeing the actual fabric they used, and blah 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 blah, and it's gray with a bluish kind of feel to it, and
Wait a second. There's blue in the Batman BvS suit?
there's a little bit of blue. You go into the pictures, there's a little bit of blue there, here, there,
Wow.
and and you can go insane, just looking for the fabric, and once you find it, it does not stretch, and blah 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 blah. And well, we're crazy guys, so we always want to get we want to get better and better and better and better, and we want to make it the best we can put out there.
Right. And now here's the big question, because you mentioned the Dark Knight suits and the guys who make those, and they're like so perfect, and you're like, why would I do this? Is there gonna be like a point to where like you get the BVS suit to the point that you're beyond satisfied and you can't think of anything else to improve upon it or whatnot, or you think you're gonna get to a point and just like, what am I gonna do next?
Hopefully I get to that point.
So you want to
Hopefully
get to that point. You want to
I
get
want I want I want to get to that point where I say like, okay, this is where I want it. I have fabric nailed. I have everything nailed. Honestly, like I said, I'm really happy with the latest version we've done. I think it's the best version we have done to date, and but there's always room for improvement. Always,
you're,
always. But
you're
I do
telling
want to
me,
get to
man.
that place. I do want to get to that place where I say, okay, this is it. This is where I want it, and let's move on and do another suit.
What other suit are you gonna do? Are you gonna do the Robert Pattinson suit, or are you just like, that's like, nah, not gonna even touch that?
No, I'm not gonna even touch it.
I can see it on your face. You're like, oh god, you brought that.
I'm not gonna even touch it. No, 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 no.
You're gonna
I
take
don't want to
it.
hate it. I don't want to say I hate it, because I don't I don't know.
Well,
Just
I, I,
I
I,
don't know.
I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, no. No, no, no. Uh,
Uh,
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure once I see the movie and it's gonna grow on me and things like that. But I'll buy it. I'll buy it. But I'm not gonna make it. To be honest,
do you own other suits?
I own a lot of suits. I
Really?
yeah, I love getting props and suits from other makers.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's super
I
cool.
I have like a big collection, and I've been collecting for years. And I have cows from almost everyone, and
Oh
I
my
have I have suits from almost everyone, and
Wow.
and
Oh,
that's the good thing. And it's not like I want to have this to compare who's better. No, I just like that they're so cool and everyone has their vision on it.
cause you're
And
you're you're a fan yourself. You're a geek, right?
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
and like I say, everyone has their own vision of what they see in that specific suit, and it's awesome.
Do you own like Batman Forever suits? Like, how far does it go back?
Well, I have a Dark Knight. I have a Batman Begins one. I have a Keaton one. I have. I mean, I think I sold my Panther. I sold it a while back.
You
I don't
did?
even remember why, but it was so cool. But I sold it. I have um I have a few Spider-Mans, facials.
Ke-
Um
Keaton suit, man. There's a new one you got to get.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. I even collect weird stuff like this.
Oh my god!
This is
What?
A Corey Taylor mask. I just love it. It's so good.
Wow! What is it? What the? I'm just a Batman fan, but you just like pull it off the show. Here.
Yeah, I see people doing stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's from Slipknot. Okay, good, that's good. I want it, and I just got it. It's good. It's good.
Oh man. So are you a Batman fan? Or, like hardcore? Like that's the stardom of like all of it, or does it like hinge off of like something else, like horror movies, Indiana Jones, or anything?
I for me, since I was a kid, it's hard for me. Of course, since I was a kid, I was always like a Batman and a Spider-Man fan. A
Nice.
big Spider-Man fan when I was small. When I was like 6, I had everything from Spider-Man. But yeah, and when I saw the Raimi movies, I cried. I cried. I just cried. I was like, oh, they did it. They did it. They did it.
Oh
But
man. Ah.
but but seeing Keaton and seeing all that and you just go nuts. You just go nuts because Batman is the most badass superhero ever.
It totally is so transitional. Like he can fit like any era, any time period. And like I don't know. I for me the character like evolves and it like changes like over time as I get older, like I
Yeah,
get into like the mythology of it, I get in like the comic book. Sometimes I'm in like a comic book mood, I'll read like a comic book. Sometimes I'm in a movie mood, it just all like depends on it. And but like it's always Batman, it's always this guy. I love that it's this guy uh with all his wit and like has no power, just will. That's it. And
exactly.
he just with a belt, like a utility that utility belt when you were a kid, that utility belt. You felt like if you had that, you could do it. Like
Yeah, yeah. There's a super cool meme out there. Let me remember it, but it was like it's something like you will never feel. like something, it says something like this, like you will never feel the power, or you'll never be so empowered as a kid wearing a Batman t-shirt, or something like that. It goes something like that. I'll find it and I'll send it to you. But it's
Okay,
so
yeah.
so it's so true. It's so true. You can just wear the Walmart mask and just a utility belt and a cape, and you will feel so badass. That's so
Oh man.
that's the good thing about Batman.
And then you get older and you're like, nah, I need a Batman suit, and it needs to be screen printed. It needs to be by Napier's ink.
I need to look huge because I'm not huge, and and
Yeah.
and uh, and things like that. Yeah, I need to look buff, and I need to look like that. But
But
yeah,
it all
and
hinders off of that like one moment, like you said, with the t-shirt, and like there's just something I just so freaking captivating about it. And yeah, I love like, I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man, I didn't love until like I was much older, into like my 20s. Like I don't know, for some reason, like his struggles like really related to me, like handling everything with being Spider-Man and being Peter Parker, and I
exactly,
love that aspect of Spider-Man. And like, I don't get me wrong, like when I was a kid, like the Raimi movies I absolutely loved. I watched over and over, but in my mind, like my child brain was like, "Oh no, there's no room. I will never collect Spider-Man." And it's only going to be Batman.
yeah.
And then like years later, here I
Yeah,
am, like a
I think
bunch of Spider-Man stuff.
yeah. That's why I never said anything about nothing, because I always bite my lip. 'Cause when I say something like that, like, no, I'm not good. Oh crap! It's okay. Give it to me.
Right? Like I don't need that. Oh crap.
Oh, uh, okay, I'm gonna buy it. Oh,
uh
it's-
Speaking of stuff, like the pictures of the three Jokers, like that super cool that you have them that wide and blown up.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I love the Joker. Almost all my tats are
Wow.
of the Joker. Look,
Wow, so yeah, 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 yeah. That's super cool. I love
yeah,
it.
almost all my tats are Joker related, and let me see if you can see this one.
Oh, wow. So what is that? Insane?
Certified insane Arkham Asylum.
Wow.
And
Nice. What?
here I have a couple of lines from this is have you ever danced with the devil on a pale moonlight,
Oh man.
and
What a
stuff like
great
that.
what a great quote. I loved
Yeah,
how
yeah,
like that came about in the movie, like his thinking, because they were done. I think they were like done with it, and like he saw, I think, Phantom of the Opera or something, and like totally like wrote like Tim Burton like wrote like the end thing for it. And I think that's where that came from, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken, right?
yeah,
Yeah. And I
yeah.
love I love that creativity, like the thought process of his creativity to get to that. I love creativity as a person. I just like, cuz I I'm
And the,
creative.
the crazy the crazy people are the most creative people, to be honest.
Right, right. You have to
You have to
you
be a
have
little
to
bit creative.
you got to have like this obsession, to get to that
Yeah,
like perfection of like art, to like get past, like if you just like do something, is it art? Like I know it's cool, but if you don't obsess over it, is it really art?
yeah. That's the question. Exactly.
I
That's
and
the question.
that's the great thing about the suits you guys make, because you guys think about, you obsess over it, and like it becomes its own thing. And like each suit you guys make, like it's cool that you guys do it. Like it's so cool.
You-
But
You know
It's
what the coolest thing is about all of what we make
hmm,
is that someone out there is wearing our stuff. That's that's the best thing that can happen.
that's it's like you're sharing the art pieces with everybody. Like everybody gets like a little
Just
bit of
just
it.
just getting a picture of someone like I wake up and I see and someone and one of my friends or a client or whatever sends me a picture and like, hey man, this is how it ended, and a super cool picture with them and with the suit on, and that's the okay, perfect. It was worth it. Everything was worth it. This is payday for me.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. To make I'm at a loss for words how awesome it is. Cause look at me, I'm just smiling about it. I've worked the entire day today, and it still puts a smile on my face. Like I just want to like pass out, and like the fact that we just get to like chill and just like talk about like Batman, the thing that we love, and it just makes me happy, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, but that's we we take pride in our in what we like, and
And
that's the
you,
difference between us and other people.
right, they're not just doing it for a price tag. They're doing it for love, the passion, the art, the strive for perfection. That's by the end of the day, if you're not doing what you're loved, like what's the point, you know?
Exactly, exactly.
And you guys have accomplished that, and you spread it. You get to share it with everybody, and that's the beauty. It's beautiful, man, what you do. So thank
Yeah,
you.
and
Thank
if
you.
people like it, it's an honor for us. Because I mean, not everyone gets that appreciation,
Like,
and honestly, we're just thankful for it. We
oh,
get to do what we love, and people like it.
hey, thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you.
No, thank we have to thank everyone for liking our stuff,
Yeah.
and we're gonna try to get a little bit better every day.
I don't see how. I am not to the point where I can see like, oh yeah, that can be better. I look at the pictures on Instagram and I'm just like blown away. I'm like, wow. Like that's the stuff that dreams are made of. That's what
No, no, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you a story. I don't own any of my suits.
What?
Yeah,
What?
never. I get a message from my friends like every day, like, "Hey man, have you finished your suit?" And I'm like, "No, not yet." Like, Why finish up one?" And I'm like, "No." I went to do another thing, and then we did another thing and another thing, and I haven't been able to finish mine. So I don't have my own suit
Why?
yet.
Why? Just because like would it bug you to have your own suit? You're like because like the on imperfections or would you just
No, no, not at all. Not
no?
at all. I actually think it's pretty cool. But the thing is, I always try to finish my own suit, but something else comes up. And then I'm like, okay, I'll finish it up later. And then I'll finish it up later. And that later has never been there.
Yeah, we've
So
we've all
it
been
will
there, but
come.
you get to work on them every day. Come on, how
Yeah,
lucky is that?
yeah,
That's
that's a good thing.
is
That's a
it.
good thing.
And now is it that your full time job?
We do this, and we do a couple of other stuff. We do T-shirts, and we do some publicity things, and here and there.
Hmm,
But we're so we're so geeked out that we mostly do suits.
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Hey,
Yeah, we mostly do suits.
Bruce, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
No,
It's
thank you
been
for inviting me. It's an
an
honor.
It's an absolute pleasure. We have to do this again. There's just so much I want to ask you and talk about.
Anytime,
And it's just I
anytime.
want to ask you more about your collection, and I want to see more of it. Oh, I love it. I love it.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Next time, I'll show you some videos.
I would love that.
We can step into the room, and I have everything there. And I mean, I've met some great people, and like I said, it's an honor for us. And thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, Bruce. All right, hey guys, thanks for watching today's episode of Superhero Sundays. Thank you so much for joining us. We cannot do it without your support. And thank you to Bruce for being on the show. Thank you so much. That was awesome getting to chat with you about the BvS suit and all that. It was awesome. I love it. Like I said at the end, we really have to like do more and see more of that collection. But dang, we're out of time. Yes, Julian, we're out of time. Mariano, what's up, man? Are you still with us? Thanks to everybody for all liking and sharing the video. Like I said, can't do it without your support. If you want to support us more, check us out on Patreon. Become a Patreon member. There you get exclusive content. Also, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, so you guys can check out more Superhero Sundays and episodes and things like that on the app. Sweet. All right. Well, I think that's it. That's all we got today. There's not much. You guys got any questions? Welcome. Thanks, man. Yeah. This episode has been like really fun. I love doing this stuff. So, who else should I have on the show? Should I have a cosplayer on next week, or who should I have? Have a bat-tastic day. All right. Well, with that said, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and share. And you guys have a bat-tastic day. I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace. Bye. Adios. See ya. Get out of here.